Huh. Wrong place. Okay. Hi. Hello. How be you? That's on mute for some reason. There you go. Wait, does that? I'll figure that out later. Anyway, hello. Welcome in. 'Tis me. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the hellos. The robot is first. Hello there, robot. Hi, Candy. Hello, hello. Hi, Burr. Hello, hello. Hi, Zed. Hello, hello. Getting bonked already. Damn. Go to the very close up. What's your wisdom? Drink water. Hey, Jericho. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, it's me. I took my glasses off. I think some of my, like, commands are crossed. I have a feeling that's what's happening here. Possibly. Anyway, hi. It is Friday. Don't drink butter, I said water. Drink water. How you see without your glasses? Those are shades. Those are not supposed to be worn indoors. I couldn't see at all. But yeah, I'm gonna be, I'm basically gonna talk about lore stuff until you guys are, like, sick of it, and then I will continue to talk about it even more. Because it's fun, and I don't do anything all day. So I will continue to talk about my lures. Zig, bet. I was like, hey, Pulse, hello, no. But yeah, no, we're not drinking butter. Don't drink butter. Butter is not, well, I mean, you could drink butter, but you probably shouldn't. Yeah. But, tell me about the vampire hierarchy. Let me get my notes. 1 second. I have notes. I get notes. Hi, Dice. Hello, hello. Hey, Afro. Hello, hello. Let me get my vampire notes, because I worked on them today. Oh, what? Was this a bluff? Did you not think I had notes? Did you not think I have notes? I have a database. I have a problem. Like, that's why, like, getting everything onto my website will take a while, because I have, a lot of notes. Hundreds of thousands of words of notes. Anyway, let me get the vampire notes. So, okay. Which I'm one of those people, I do, like, hashtag not sponsored. I don't have a website yet. I am designing it. Right now, I store all of my information on World Anvil. Yes, I do pay for World Anvil because I can. And it's a really great site for organizing world building. It's really good for it. It's actually, hashtag not sponsored. But, like, World Anvil is, like, just, I don't know, it's kind of good, and it has evolved over the years because I've been using it for years now. I lent one of the spots to my friend so she can world build her own world, which that thing is so fucking huge. I'm like, anyway, won't be staying for long. Going to see if I can get a new laptop or not. I hope you can. I hope you can. Anyway, I got my notes up. All right. Vampires. Okay. So, let me get them. Excuse me. So basically, where we left off last time is there are two types of vampires. And I'm going by vampires in the city. There may be more variants in the world, but I don't care. I'm talking about just my city. In my city, there's mainly two. And that is true vampire and normal vampire. So true vampires are technically called noble vampires, or and that's actually divided as well into royal and noble vampire. Good times. I let my intrusive thoughts win and bought you a lion. AJ, why are you so weird? Anyway. Some country vampires that only suck corn syrup. Ew. So basically, royal vampires are basically, there's only two types. Find a pop in. What's a good go? Okay, bye. I was like, Elliot, thank you very much for the bonks. I don't know, this chat's bringing out my weirdness. They didn't even do anything yet. So, noble vampires come in two varieties, which is fall is coming. Oh gosh. They come in there's basically a king or queen, and then there's prince and princess. Like those are just the titles they go with, you know. Like, and the thing is, you just kind of go by whatever you look like. They don't really, that's really just to denote what type of vampire you are, not so much of a, it's because I was trying to think if there's like a gender neutral term, but honestly just royalty was the only one I could come up with. So like, if you want to be a gender neutral, you can, but vampires kind of don't care about that shit after a while. Like, not all of them obviously, but some of them are like, they're so old, they're very funny. But anyway, the point is, a king and queen, they are basically the start of a family line of vampires. They're living creatures, so they're not undead. They can make vampires automatically. I've seen empires fall. My gender is inconsequential. Oh, gosh. Well, I totally didn't even miss this slightly due to working on other things. I mean, you do you, buddy. But yeah, so Twilight killed vampires for me. I mean, yeah, but that's something you choose at this point. You have to choose to hate vampires if you want Twilight to ruin things for you. I still like vampires. I just don't decide I'm gonna go with the stupidest version. But like, so the king and queen, like, they're living creatures. They still do drink human blood, and they do have to. It's kind of like a curse sort of situation. And they're also the only ones that can have, they're the ones that can have biological children. They do not have issues. If they want to make vampires, or undead vampires, there's no problem. They could do it every single time. Harold killed vampires for me. I think him every time. Don't know who that is, but I'm assuming it's a like MC Hammer thing. I'm gonna just start calling, like, what do you call it? Warhammer MC Hammer. So I guess it's the MC Hammer thing. Anyway, do they have to drink human blood or sapient species fine? It actually has to be human sooner or later. Like, because they are cursed, because the longer they go without humanly specific blood, they will start basically losing their mind after a while. It's worse for turned vampires, but for royal vampires, it'll take a while, but it will drive them crazy. It literally will just start driving them nuts. How about half human? What about half human? We're getting to that. That's later. Shouted at you in Discord. I'm not looking at that right now because you're just gonna show me more MC Hammer. Damn, human supply is running low. Well, the thing is, people need to understand this is not one of those there is only vampires and only humans type of world. So, and not only that, but vampires, like, they live for a long ass time, so they take forever to do anything. But anyway, I'm getting to that because we're talking about this. Are you talking about the Masquerade? No. I did take some influences from the Masquerade. It's the bonk will get here eventually, but basically someone decided to spam the bonk, and so it's delayed. Like, I don't even care anymore. It's kind of like World of Darkness, but your personal lore. Yeah, because the World of Darkness does have some cool stuff in it, but some stuff I could do without. So some stuff I just didn't use, which I'm getting to that. So, whenever a king or queen, again, they are usually the main vampire, the one who starts a family line. And when they have a biological child, that child is going to be a prince or princess. All that means is that you are a royal vampire, but you are not the start of your line. So it doesn't matter how old you are, you're always going to be a princess. Or a prince. You don't get to get, like, the only way for you to become a king or queen is if you literally kill your vampire parent. And it has to be the vampire parent that basically spawned you. It can't be like, you know, you kill your, like, you know, the other one. You have to kill the oldest one if you want to become king or queen, which most of them kind of don't feel like doing that. Because, anyway, because when you are a king or queen, you are more or less like, not exactly, but this is the easiest way for me to put it. You are literally like the god of your vampire family. So you can compel your vampire, everyone who's like descended from you or turned into a vampire directly because of you, you can compel them to do shit. because they're like watered down demons. That's the easiest way I can put it, is that they're just watered down demons. If a prince or princess has a kid, are those also a prince or princess? I'm getting to that. So, yeah, the basically, if you are a natural born vampire and you are not a king or queen, you are a prince or princess. There is one exception, which I'll get to in a minute. So, the difference between royal vampires and everybody else is their blood is hilariously potent. They are living creatures, so they do have a heartbeat. They can use magic, mostly blood magic and transformation, but they can't be casting spells or whatever, but they can use a type of magic, and their blood has gold in it. So like if you kind of look at the, like, it's like literally like take some nail polish, like some red nail polish with gold flecks in it, you know, with that little gold glitter in it. That's what like royal vampire blood looks like. It's not gold, but it is, if you stare at it enough, it is does have gold flecks in it, which that is actually something important. Moving on. Next, and that's the two top ranks, which is king, queen, and then prince, princess. Semi-activates a nuzzle. Hey Daedric, hello, no. Then we talk about prince or princess of England. No. Damn, I was hoping we could use royal vampires as the infinite gold farm. No, their blood doesn't work that way. So next rank down is let me get it. So next rank down, this is when you start running into let's see. So this is when you hit like noble vampires. These are technically people who have been turned into vampires, usually by a king, queen, prince, or princess. So with these guys, the highest rank of a non-royal vampire is a duke or duchess. This is basically a human who has been turned by a royal vampire. They're basically the most powerful type of human turned into vampire you can get. They can't do any of the magical bullshit because they started off as human, but they are very powerful when it comes to compelling humans as well as compelling other vampires under them. And they can also make other vampires by turning them very easily. Dukes and duchesses cannot have children. Because they're dead humans. So they're undead, they cannot have kids. But they're also the most loyal to whoever turned to them because of how close they are. Are there Additionally, if a duke was a magical human before turning, do they become a magical vampire? No, there's no marquises because I don't like that word, so they just don't have that. Simple as that. I do not like that. I want it, like, I don't like marquis was too hard for me to spell, and marquis is too stupid to say. Therefore, that rank does not exist in the vampire hierarchy. Now, to answer your question about magical humans, when a magical human, or basically if you're anything other than if you're any type of magical being, whatever you were gets drained out of you. Once you become a vampire, you are just a vampire. So it doesn't matter what you were before. You might retain some of your physical characteristics, but you will not be able to use any of the magical bullshit you could before. So if you're like half elf, it doesn't matter. You are now whole vampire because you're dead. What about Elliot? I don't know what that is. So you're gonna have to define what that is because I don't know what that is. I'm enjoying sexy men. Team doesn't say so. Anyway, so yeah, basically because the vampire blood basically kind of more or less kills you, and it kills what you were. Old enough to predate I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's not a thing. I don't know what that is, but that's not, I didn't use that because I'm not that into the world of darkness, so that I would know what that is. So I don't know what that is, so no. Elliot, I don't know what that is, so the answer is no. Like, because again, I use some bits of the world of darkness, but I'm not an avid fan of the world of darkness, so I did not use everything from it. I used some things, but some stuff I skipped out on. Kind of like how I didn't use every level of English hierarchy. I didn't use everything. Next. So, again, Duke and Duchess, they're usually the highest a human can be. and they're literally always turned by a princess, king, or queen. They tend to usually be more or less the secretaries of the royalty because of how high up they are. Next, under that is the count and countess. Yes, I just skipped all the way down to that. So the count and countess rank is kind of they're what I've called the problem children rank, because half vampires by a prince, princess, king, or queen they are a count by default. They are not actually a prince or princess if they're half not vampire. So they become a count. They do not get higher than that because they're not actually, full vampire. And they're very half vampires don't happen very often, simply because they're just so much trouble. Not to say they can't be conceived, because again, if a king or queen can very easily have a half demon baby, but most of them rather not, because half human kids are annoying as hell, and you never really know what type of vampire traits they'd have. Some of them are like daywalkers, where they're basically vampire in everything but name, and then you also have the ones who are like allergic to sunlight and explode. Would you say they're all I'm getting out of here. Anyway. Oh my god, I should have known. But yeah, I did decide that post the pink-haired anime boy, he actually is a count, and his dad is a vampire prince. Because there's no way I'm letting him have a king or queen for a parent, because that's too high ranked for that boy. But yeah, so the so counts are basically, usually they are people who have been turned, I'm not gonna like read your comments anymore. Anyway. Yeah, so these are people who are, usually turned by they're usually turned by a duke, most of the time, which this doesn't happen very often since dukes tend to be very busy. Dukes and duchesses tend to be quite busy, so they usually don't make vampires very often, but when they do, they usually like kind of keep it pretty small because they don't feel like the nightmare that is taking care of a vampire baby. So under the, but like I said, usually the count class or rank is kind of the ones who tend to, that's usually where the problems start. Hey, Coco Casta. So wait, I got to get sucked by a vampire to become one. Just tell me when you're back. I don't want to answer a question if you're not here. Anyway, so yeah, so usually dukes and duchesses is where the problems start to happen. Because again, they're usually made by dukes and duchesses. It was a joke. I didn't know if the be right back was a joke, because I'm like, people are asking me legit questions, Kippy. People are asking me legit questions. Okay, gonna god mod the heck out of this lore. Oh god. So under counts and countesses is barons. Barons is like the last group that matters when it comes to authority. They are usually again, they're not as bad as counts and countesses, but they're usually kind of the ones who can be turned and have no idea who a royal even is. So wait, does that mean Semi is going to be a vampire for Halloween? No. I wouldn't be able to portray a vampire correctly, so I'm not gonna do that. Is murdering via blood drinking enough to make a human into a vampire? Is there more, or is there a second thing? That is for later, because there's hilarious crap in between. So, damn, my baronets really missed out on the short stick. Yeah, we got barons and baronesses, but we ain't got no baronets. But yeah, they're like the last rank that matters. And the farther you get from a royal, the harder it is to make a vampire. The way to make a vampire is you have to drain the being of blood, and they must also drink your blood as well. They do have to die in the process to become a vampire. You can't be like, because there's actually consequences to just feeding your blood to a living being. But yeah, they do have to die due to blood loss and basically drink your blood. So, yes, mutual blood drinking. But they still have to, like, die, hence why they're undead. But if you, hi. So, that's why like, and for so go buy the vampire. I'll get to that. Is there a fast food chain in your lore where that shoves evil spirits into their food like World of Darkness? I didn't know that was a thing in World of Darkness, but no, usually you just have a regular blood bank. Actually, that's where most average vampires get it from. So I'm looking here. Can a non-vampire, such as a elf or whatever, become a vampire? Yes, by being drained by a vampire and drinking vampire blood. That is how that happens. And again, royal vampires can make a vampire very easily, but like when you start getting down to counts and barons and below, you might just end up just killing the person and they might not be able to rise because your blood's become kind of diluted at that point. Evil Fast Food is the same company that makes evil demon beer, I guess. So what's the shelf life of human blood for a vampire? What? You mean like how long? Wow. Actually, I'm not sure what your question is. Like, what is your question? I'm not sure what it's trying to say. Oh wait, that. It might like need to elaborate on that one, buddy. So yeah, so and those are basically the main ranked vampires. These are usually the ones who actually have any authority whatsoever. I'm not going vampire. How long can I store blood and give it to a vampire? Basically the same amount of time you could give it to a human. So you can't just have blood indefinitely and they're fine with it. It has to still be like, living blood. So they can't be having stuff like, unchilled for like 3 days. Yeah, pretty much. Otherwise it's kind of like gross. It won't do them any good. Because they do like, they're fine not getting blood directly from a body, but it still has to be fresh blood. So if it's like, the rule is, if you can't put it into a living person, a vampire can't drink it. Do they need a whole blood, or is plasma only okay? No, it has to be actual blood. It has to be actual, like, basically from a human blood. It can't be separated, it can't just be like the white cells or whatever. It has to be like, straight up blood. For reasons. Because it's technically kind of traced back to a curse. So that's why there's no separating out and seeing what is the actual component that they need. Finally made it to one of your streams. Hello, hi there. How you doing today, CJ boy? How you doing? The evil fast food and evil demon beer companies are all owned by the same mega corporation, which owns the evil toy company and evil makeup line. Oh god. Unless you're Mobius, don't know who that is. If a baron drinks the blood of a royal, though, weird shenanigans, or do they get superpowers? Basically, if someone of a lower rank drinks the blood of someone of a higher rank, they become more basically enslaved to the person that is a rank above them. So they kind of don't like to do it. What? Semi doesn't know about morbing time? No, I don't, because Semi is uncultured. Morbi is a living vampire from Marvel Comics, that's why I don't know. But yeah, basically the way, because the things you never, like, you kind of don't ever want to, like, go backwards, because the more blood you ingest from someone above you, the more you're basically under their influence, and the more of your own will you kind of lose in the process. Question! When you make more episodes at Catboy Cafe on Webtoon, when I get around to it, because I'm actually just being really slow about it. I'm fighting my own crippling self-doubt. So wait, how do vampires have kids if they're basically dead corpses? Turned vampires cannot have children, but royal vampires are actually not dead. So they can have children just the normal way, by, like, sex. Maybe they should be morbid. I don't even know what morbid means, but okay. But yeah, if you are a turned vampire, you cannot have kids. You do not get more powerful if you drink the blood of someone above you. You are dead. Good question here. Does the concept of thralls exist in the lore? I'm getting to that. Thank God, I was scared you were stopping the series. No. It's funny enough, it's actually in the lore I'm talking about. I mean, not the vampire lore, but the world that this takes place in. Next! We have more ranks. Hello, Rendos. How you doing? How you doing, my dude? So we have more ranks after this. So we have one more rank, after this, which is the knights. Knights are the only rank that you can actually it's the only rank you can get into, and it's not just something you're just turned into / born into. Last time he hasn't heard of Morbius because he's a pseudo vampire, not a true vampire, I guess. I don't know. But knights are basically, that's where you get humans. Humans can be knights. Vampires can also be knights, but most of the time, no one, or rather, most people who are a ranked vampire, like a baron and above, don't want to be knights. Because you're basically security guards at that point. It's a step down. You don't have authority. It sucks. But that's where most of their actual mobilizing force is in the knights. That's also where human servants are. So if you want to serve a vampire, you're going to more than likely be deemed a knight. If you're not just, food. Do we count vampires from Castlevania? I don't know. Do you at least get a cool sword and armor if you're a knight? If you want to, I guess. Because if you are a knight, that's basically, you just work for the vampires at that point. So they do make sure you have everything you need to do what they want. So whether it be money, weapons, whatever. They're basically what knights are for. It is usually seen as a great honor to be a knight, just because, again, you get a lot of benefits. Damn wizards must really hate vampires. They do! They do! Excuse me. What if you just stab them behind the back? Now I'm kind of getting to how to kill a vampire later. So what is Alucard? If Alucard for some flippin' reason was born into this world, his dad would be a king, so Alucard would be a prince. Well, no, he's half, so he's actually, he'd be a count. So, sorry, Alucard would be a count because he is a half vampire. Doesn't matter how high up his dad is. So he is a half vampire, so he'd be a count by default. Yeah, Blade would also be a fucking Well, Blade's a weird one, honestly, because I don't know how high up his dad is, or how, because I don't know much about Blade the character, so I don't know what rank his dad would be, because your rank is followed by your vampire parent. So I can knock up a prince if you really want to, I guess. If you want to knock up a prince, have fun, I guess. They're very funny when it comes to anything. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, knights are the only rank that you can actually go into without having to be born into it. That's where most human servants go. And then under that, we have unranked vampires. Most people, when you run into a vampire on the street in the middle of the night, they're going to be one of these guys. They are usually turned by another dead vampire. Most of them don't even know that that it's because of a royal or even down here. What about eligible vampires? No such thing. Or rather, not through the ranked vampires. The regular vampires, that's not a thing. Like I said, there's stuff that may mimic it, but those are not actually vampires. Can a vampire be gay? Yes, they can, because once you kind of remove the fact that whether or not you can have children, your sexuality can be whatever you want. They don't care. They can be anything they want, and it's fine. Blade was turned in his mother's womb. Blah, blah, blah. It's really fucking weird. Okay. But yeah, vampires can be gay, straight, pan, trans, whatever. It doesn't really matter, honestly. So all vampires are allergic to all the genetic stuff like garlic, silver, or is it different depending on the ranks? Noble vampires are not allergic to garlic. They don't understand where that came from. Silver does affect them, but it's not an instant kill for them. And wooden stakes don't work on anybody. It's just really annoying. Because it's kind of why would you stab me with a piece of Patrick? If I'm part Phoenix, therefore can't be undeadifying, yeah, then they'll probably just avoid you altogether. Is it possible for half vampire, half werewolf to be a thing? That's a good question. Good question. So if you get a prince that knocks up a werewolf, that might happen, but more than likely, depending on how it goes, the kid will kind of drift closer to one or the other. Because vampire blood be weird. Not to say that you can't have just a furry werewolf, a furry vampire, I guess. But it's kind of like genetics be weird, and you also have to get a vampire that's willing to fuck a werewolf. You know? Can vampires turn animals into vampires? Not really. you either just end up with a zombie or a thrall. It's very hard to make an actual vampire animal. Like, there are some vampires whose hobby is to figure out how to spread vampirism to other creatures. It's very hit or miss. There's no, just do this and you will get vampire hamster. What if I made the Lovins to a royal vamp and we made vampire phoenix with it? It's one of those things people like, I think I kind of need to emphasize that vampire blood tends to just try to kill everything it comes in contact with. Hence why you're gonna basically either be closer to an actual vampire or not. Just because vampire blood eventually starts being like, yeah, but you need to drink blood though. Like, are some vamps vegan? No. Yeah, the like, just straight up no. Yeah, this is not a true blood scenario where they have synthetic blood, because what happens to vampires if you don't drink, legitly, this is blood from a living human, not hamsters or fish or whatever, but from a human, because it's curse based. If you do not drink blood from a straight up human, you will start to go insane. You will start losing your mind. Same train of thought. Yeah, there's like, there are some scientists that are trying, some vampire scientists who are doing this as a hobby, but it has not really been successful, because what will happen is the creature will more than likely just die. Like, if it's a because again, it's curse based, it's not science based, so there's no like, can I have myself a vampire tarantula? So wait, do vampires suck, or do they do have fangs? They do still have fangs. Without human blood, you begin to morb, I guess. So? I'm not sure what morbing is. Vampire tarantula sounds terrifying, yeah. So, that's basically kind of how that goes. Is that... And again, you also have to kind of look at vampire society is very much... They're old and tired a lot of the time, and they're just kind of dramatic. So a lot of them don't go out of their way to try to figure out how to make half vampire hybrids. Some do, obviously, but most of them are just kind of like, humans humans are already a handful. Why would I want a vampire donkey? You know? They gotta use this technique. Oh god. I meant to do small holes in the what? Annie? Is there a clan system? No. I'm just gonna say no because I don't know what that means. So all vampires are basically goths. I mean, more or less. It's more like you just have a bunch of like people who are just like, well, I'm dead now. Excuse me. Small holes in the vampire fangs they use to suck blood, I guess. Do vampires have small holes in their fangs? No? No. Their teeth are not straws. I'm like, who does that? Ew, gross. That sounds nasty. They're not snakes. As opposed to the scrape and lick method, I guess. But yeah, so you have unranked vampires. That's your average vampire. That's like, you know, Joe died and became a vampire. Funny enough, the biggest reason people become vampires is actually by accident. Now, not to say you don't have your average, I'm an angsty vampire person trying to make vampires because, not to say that doesn't happen, but more than likely, most vampires become vampires purely by accident. If their teeth are straws, it would make sense for the sucking blood part. No, it doesn't. That's nasty. Ew, gross. They just suck at the mouse like a normal person. So would vamp actually disintegrate in the sun? Turned vampires do. Turned vampires will burst into flames in the sun. Or like whatever's exposed to sunlight will start burning. If you stab a turned vampire with silver, basically it gets into their bloodstream, they will explode or turn into, you know, bloody water balloons. Accidentally drank vampire blood. It's confirmed vampires have straw teeth. You know, Kippy, if you just want to have straw vampires, that's fine. That's not what I have, but if you want to have straw vampires, you do you, kid. Now, the reason why I say it's because the things most royal vampires don't like their children just making vampires willy-nilly, because number one, it's annoying. Number two, you're basically killing a person and they don't feel like dealing with the aftermath of that. And number three, when you're a newborn baby vampire, you don't really realize the rules of how this shit works. You just do stupid shit you saw in movies. Hang on, need to make a phone call. Have fun. I'm going to make a funny cursed image of a vampire straw teeth. Have fun, kid. Hey bro, check out this cool silver knife I found. Myself explodes. Yeah, most vampires just stay away from silver because it hurts, it burns them anyway, and they're like, why would I want to be anywhere near that? Harry, it's me, upgrade to silver. Oh, but yeah, now again, this is something that affects turned vampires. Noble vampires, it does burn them, but it won't make them explode. Like, true vampires, again, because they're alive, they don't really have that problem. So anyway, again, and most kings or queens who are like the most important, don't just go waltzing around. Yeah, silver is actually pretty important in this world because not only do you use them to deal with vampires, you use them to deal with werewolves and some fae. Not all of them, but some of them. The wolves are very much like, yeah, no. They literally get rid of that shit on the regular. Anyway. So, under your unranked vampire, again, these are just your regular undead. Also, undead vampires cannot eat food after a while. Like, because what happens is their body just slowly starts turning into soup on the inside the longer you're a vampire. So that's why when you like get stabbed with a silver anything, you just turn into a water balloon and you're just goo. Wait, I thought iron was to fight fae. I'm getting to that. Like, it is mostly iron, but silver works on some of them. The vampire and soup thing. Yeah, most of them don't like that. So there are humans who are racist against vampires. The thing is, those are mostly mages, because your average person or your average human don't even know vampires are even a thing. That one gif. Hello, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Eldritch Dragon Mom boss. Thank you so much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. Just finished watching Gargoyles. Good for you. Do their inside slosh when they run? They do not. Anyway, they still have like the semblance of everything, but it's like, that's the easiest way for me to describe it as to why they just only can drink blood after a certain point. Like, because their body is just slowly rotting on the inside, and then it just becomes basically soup. Anyway. So, and it's not literal soup, but that's the easiest way for me to explain it to people. So they don't just be like, I just want to have vampire girlfriend so I can take it to the burger joint. I'm like, I mean, you just make up your own. Let's see here, is he making a hammer artillery for my future mage game of the Ascension? Oh, okay, have fun. Anyway, let's see. And so under that, we have ghouls, or I guess that's what you meant when you were asking about thralls. I'm not sure. So ghouls are basically humans or non-vampires who are more or less like addicted to vampire blood. You look okay, have fun. So the ghouls are basically like, the thing about vampire blood, even like just turned vampire blood, is it's very much addicting to non-vampires, which yes, they do use this for hilarious reasons later. Also, thank you very much for the hydrate. Thank you. You fool! Indeed. I can only imagine now the mages don't have any spells that act that I can only imagine now that mages don't have any spells that act like silver, so they actually carry around a gun loaded with silver bullets. Now the thing is, again, I have to remind people, this is a slice of life setting. Despite all this, this is a slice of life setting. So there was a mage vampire war in the past, but that was really annoying and nobody likes random genocide, so they prefer not to do that. They actually do have a truce where if basically you have a rogue vampire deciding to be if you have a rogue vampire deciding to be an edgy little idiot just killing humans or whatever, normally vampires will be the ones to take care of it, not anybody else. There's no random vampire hunting association, none of that crap. Just because they don't want to go through being indiscriminately murdered again. Because that's annoying. Because, again, your average vampire doesn't have any powers. They can heal faster, yes. And if they have access to fresh blood, they can heal faster. But your average vampire can't do much more than a regular human can. So they are killed hilariously easily. Royal vampires, no. Royal vampires are really a pain in the ass to deal with because they can transform as well as compel legions of zombies and shit. But your average vampire, like, you know, Jeff, the gas station attendant who only works night shift, he cannot do shit. He just dies. If you attack him, you'll like hit him, like stab him with your silver necklace and he'll explode. He's like weenie. You know? So your average vampire is not even worth murdering most of the time. You know, they're not secretly ninjas. Because I actually thought about, like, you know, and again, this is my setting. If you want your setting to be like a secret war between vampires and humans or whatever, that's fine. But in my setting, that's something that they just don't do anymore because it's a hassle. Man, I can't wait to see more Oreo content. Of course. It'll be a while though, because I have a lot of stuff I gotta do. Excuse me. Sorry, I am gonna be coughing a lot. But yeah, the I also like how the person who's like, tell me the vampire lord just pieces up. So yeah, but that's kind of like basically the vampire ranks. Again, this is still a slice of life setting, so it's like as cool and badass as some of the stuff sounds, just kind of remember that your average vampire doesn't even understand half this shit. Like, they're just like, well, I was hanging out at a club with Dolores last night, and now I'm a vampire. Shit. And she's like, I'm sorry, Barry, I didn't mean to drain all your blood, and I felt kind of bad, so I fed you some of my blood and hoped for the best. And he's like, ah, well, shit. Yes, I'm a vampire now. Like, that's legitimately what tends to happen most of the fucking time. Like, it's just an accident. Like, it's pretty frowned upon to just make other to try and turn other people into vampires. But my brain decided the house, before Catboys rent. Wait, part of my brain has decided to house the 4 Catboys rent free forever, and I can't get rid of them anymore. I mean, cool. Thank you very much for the care combo. I have posture, stretch, and a drink. What? Again, I did try to kind of keep the vampire lore pretty like, I tried to kind of keep it a little bit open, but I also want to keep in mind that, again, this is not, I'm not taking World of Darkness and making and just using everything from it, because maybe I don't see the point. What's the vibes here usually? Also hello. It's pretty chill for the most part. People try to undermine me all the time, but other than that, that's pretty much it. It's pretty chill though. I'm about to start drawing in a minute. I did my customary almost an hour of talking. Excuse me, I'm a little bit sick also, so I'm gonna be coughing. I was talking about vampire lore because somebody asked me about it. But again, that's kind of how a lot of the vampire lore works. There's different families, but it's not like clans where each family has its own special powers or whatever. It's not like that. It's just, hey, you're the head of your vampire family is named Doug, and so everyone's just basically Doug's child. Brain got confused for a moment. With what? What did you get confused about? What is that? Gotta change it. I hate being sick. It is not fun. It is annoying. Okay. Breathe, damn it. Breathe. Like, I have my humidifier on. It made it feel a little bit better. I'm supposed to be drawing Old Man Blackbones today. Let's go. Well, I'm gonna go eat. It's almost midnight, and I purely came to confirm that you weren't stopping the series. Okay, have fun, bye. Have a nice day, and have a good sleep. Are they gone? I'm never continuing this series. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that. I do like my Catboy Cafe. It's just like, it's I'm only starting to now kind of recover from my creative destruction. Like, that's what I'm calling it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Because like for the last like almost a year and a half, I've been like emotionally and like creatively destroyed, so it was actually really hard for me to do stuff creatively. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go over here, and we're gonna go down here. Okay. Get booped? How dare. Supposed to draw old man black bones right now. Anyway, but like but yeah, I've been like kind of like creatively destroyed. So for me, I'm actually just really happy that a lot of my like a lot of my stories and ideas are still there. Like I wrote everything down, but like it's kind of nice that like some stuff I was able to kind of update, because like the vampires were nowhere near as interesting as this before. They were actually kind of boring before. I like the incarnation that they have like now, you know. Let's see. Ah yes, more bonking. But why? Alrighty. Yeah. Oh god. Okay. I'm sitting right. Okay. There we go. God, I hate like. Oh lord. Sorry if I ignore most of the bunks, because it gets like abused to hell. Not only is it hilariously delayed, but it happens so much where I'm just like, I mean, let's see. It has lost its hilarity for me. See, there it is. All right. Because like, I don't know, like I don't know if it's actually my computer or like thing. Let's see. When people say Red Bull gives you wings, don't believe them. I see. I don't know where that slogan even came from. You see, so we have... Oh, I have like a... I keep forgetting I have a skull like right there. I could just use that as a reference. But, he's like... But like, is it time for black ones? No, believe it or not, Triple, you're just in time. I was actually talking about the vampire ranks up until now, which everyone hates, by the way. Nobody likes my vampires, but that's fine. Let's see here. He's just like, Is oh yeah, cool, my god. But like, let's see. Yeah, I don't like. It's at this moment that I realize I don't know how to draw skulls. Let's see. No, I've done a tier list a couple of times. I don't like doing them that often, mainly because like, I don't know, like it's kind of hard to do them without being mean to people at some point. At least, I at least found them entertaining. Well, I'm glad. Because like, I like me some world building, and I do want people to be able to make their own vampires, but I don't like making a world that's just an overglorified fighting system. Not because that's bad, that's just not my flavor, you know. Let's see here. We're gonna save this as... So we did this on. We're doing this on stream. There we go. It's not like that's a bad thing, but for me, it does. I just can't really make that type of setting, you know. And let me actually get like a kind of skull for my reference here. Human skull. Like that's more my thing, where I have to kind of be like, you know, look, I myself can't really write something like that satisfactorily, you know. So that's kind of why I kind of have to tell people, look, I understand that you guys want like, you know, some weird battle system or something, but I can't write that to a point where it's even good, you know. It's like saying I can't, they're like, I want you to bake a cake, and I'm like, the best I can give you is the sad muffin, half melted muffin. Does that work? They're like, well, it's not exactly what I wanted. And if I squint really hard and pretend it's something, like I can pretend it's a cake, but you know, it's not a cake. Like that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, you know, that's kind of why I correct people so much when they're like, oh, can you do this, that? I'm like, no, because I can't write that at all. No muffin for you. You know, and I'm not gonna say something's a part of my world that I can't even do, you know. Let's see. Which one was I looking at? God, I wish I had more fake skulls. Let's see. Yeah, got Skulls are hard. I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna be an asshole and just trace it. Copy. What's the what is the flavor of the half melted muffin? Blueberry. Anyway. Oh Lord. Actually, I don't know why I got this one. He can't open his mouth. Because Old Man Blackbones cannot actually open his mouth. He can't move at all. He's literally just a skull. He's not like, you know, an animated skeleton. He's just the bones themselves. He can't move at all. Let's see here. I'm gonna use this one. Copy. Looks like Skeletor. Oh, I was really off. Damn. Yes. But like, yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, my setting, like, I kind of have to kind of, at least in my opinion, kind of like put those down. So like, yeah, he's an inanimate object. He is literally like, he is literally just a sentient skull. Like, he can feel the rest of his bones, but he can't do anything with them. So he just stays in the skull. Because, like, why would you stay inside, like, you know, your pelvis bone or something? At least in his skull, it's just the easiest. He could technically be in any of his bones, but like, it's really difficult to be anywhere but his skull. So he just prefers to stay in there. Let's see here. Ugh, looks awful. But so I'm just gonna be tracing is fine as long as it's a reference photo. Because I kind of want to figure out what I want him to look. This is the person I've actually drawn. I've actually drawn him. But like, it's probably but yeah, the because like for me, I like that type of limitation. Because I don't want it to be like, oh, well, why doesn't he just get up and walk away? And I'm like, because he's an inanimate object. I like that type of limitation. That's also why my vampires are a little bit shitty. Because I prefer the limitation, because to me, I don't want to just, like, what's the, like, because again, like, they're not like mages. Mages, like, are, like, completely different. Because they're human. You know? Oh god, there goes my eye. Mr. Whatever himself just fed up with humans attempted to stop him and just pulls out a guac. Oh god. Let's see. Then like he has like a personality, and I think all that kind of stops the minute you try to just make him into a lich. And I'm like, he's not a lich. Like liches exist, but not in this world. There's a world like next to this one that has liches. Like that's the thing. This world is urban fantasy, but it's not like there's no such thing as actual like straight up fantasy in this setting, because my setting has multiple worlds in it, so that's why I don't feel the need to force everything into just this one setting. Like liches exist, but not in the city. They exist in the world that allows for liches. Remember, always tell Semi is cute. Oh my god. But like, that's kind of my thing where I'm like, you know, I like multi-world builds. I like stuff like that where like people can be isekai from this to one of the other worlds and stuff. Like, I've made all of that, you know? Oh, that sounds nice. I do a skeleton. You're gonna make a skeleton meme. They exist, just not here. Exactly. And that's the other reason why I'm like, you know, like, oh, well, what about this? What about this? I'm like, the reason it doesn't exist here is because there's technically a better place and a more natural place for that to exist already. It doesn't need to exist here, and there's a reason it doesn't exist here. You know? Like, there's a reason it doesn't exist here, therefore I'm not gonna put it here. You know? And that's kind of the way I am about it, where it's like, you know... Yes. Anyway. Thank you for the headpats. You got a nice voice and some fun hobbies. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know. For me, because again, I do make multi, like, world settings. Like, I tell them, like, no, they're like, oh, well, how, like, because the real question that they're asking is, how do I basically stomp all the waffles over here? And I'm like, don't stomp the waffles here, please. You know? Because, like, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine, but like, why don't you just make your own world where you can do all that power bullshit? Like, why don't you just do that? Like, I'm not saying that, you know, or no, that is what I'm saying. Like, why don't you just, if you want a world where you can just go around being, you know, powerful or whatever, how come you just don't make your own? It's not that hard to world build, you know. I know why they don't do it, because it gets boring. Like, because it does get boring being the most powerful, like, person in the sandwich shop, you know. But like, that's my thing. Like, I like limitations. Like, for example, I finally figured out one of a characters of mine, you know, embrace the power of Red 06 dude. Don't know what that is, but anyway, but like, kind of like how for example, like there was a character who I kind of forgot about, but I'm glad I remembered her. But her name is B, and she's from a mage family. Her family, I also decided to make her family not so fucking tiny. I don't know why I made it so small. So her family's bigger now. But her thing is she's actually one of the more powerful mage characters that I have, who's not just secretly a god or something. Someone must have used him for a Hamlet joke or reference at some point. Actually, yes. And it annoys him to no end. He's like, you're lucky I don't have hands, you little bastard. He actually, he's not an assistant per se, but he has this guy who's the only guy who's allowed to handle him outside of the cupboard. His name is James. I love James because James is like a type of character I don't get to have very often, where he's a polite person. Yeah. Embraces the this is my story and you're not a part of it. Yeah. But I do know of some cool game called Fantasy Map Simulator. It's like old fantasy map generator, but the countries are real and start wars and stuff. If world building, James, yeah, his name, no, just James. But James, he's from not gonna lie, I would use Black Bones as a Shakespeare stuff. But he's basically James is from a place called the Hunter Institute. Long story short, Hunter Institute is where they just, like, you know, if your parents got like murdered by a bunch of you know, I don't know, if your parents got murdered by a fucking rogue werewolf who had rabies or some shit, you know, and had to be put down, but you're the only one left, they're not gonna put you in a regular orphanage. They're gonna basically send you to the Hunter Institute. Because and they're gonna see if you can forget, because your average human in this setting forgets when magical crap happens to them. Like, it starts just kind of, your brain just kind of goes into heavy denial and just kind of starts overwriting what happened. You know, that's just what happens in the setting. And if that doesn't happen, if you don't forget, they're like, well, you become legally dead. Like, they basically just kind of, you know, because the thing is, mages are a really big power in this world, so they literally just kind of disappear you, and they give you over to the Hunter Institute, the other side, the side that's like, they're like, okay, we're gonna see if we can use you for something, whether it be experiments, since you are usually human, or seeing if you do have any latent mage potential in you. You know, they that's what they do. So James was actually one of these kids where his parents got killed by, I think, like an elder, like extra dimensional leech or something. And he just could not forget. He could not forget what happened, because he's like a kid and he's like traumatized because, you know, he saw his family get melted. And he, like, so they're like, okay, well, since that's the case and this kid's not forgetting, I guess we're gonna go ahead and enroll him in the Hunter Institute and see if we can make some use of him. You know, he's dead to society. There's no family, like, and these are kids who don't have any other family members. There's no secret aunts or whatever. They're like, do they have any other family that they could go to? No? Well, they basically belong to us now. And through horrifying experimentation, they found out that James can use, he basically has a mastery. He could basically manipulate metal. And so that's his main skill, is that he can use metal like clay. Does Black Bones have a strict no dogs within a mile policy? Since he's mostly a skull, he does not care. Most people don't take the rest of his body out. It's just his skull, and most dogs can't just pick up a skull because it's firmly his jaws very securely attached to his mouth. But yeah, like he doesn't like being a bowling ball though. That's actually the thing he doesn't like. But like he's got a bone to pick with you. But yeah, he's let's see. I don't want to do this. No, I don't want that. I want that because it looks weird. Yes. But yeah, so he's but yeah, because after the last incident where he basically manipulated one of his the people who were, because he's supposed to be watched at like all times, because just leaving him alone, he will eventually get up to something. Have fun. I go, no, okay, bye, Kippy. Because he because there's like, oh, why don't you just leave him alone in the cupboard? And it's because eventually he will get up to something. He's that type of guy. Don't take old man Black Bones out for bowling. Noted. Yeah. Because what happened is one of his people who were kind of coming to check up on him, because the thing is, people need to understand, he's been a nothing but a skull for like hundreds of years. He has an absurd amount of patience, and he literally just slowly talked one person into being like, hey, you know, he's like, he literally convinced this person that he had Stockholm syndrome to this person, and that more than anything, he sees that they do hard work. He sees that, you know, that this person does such good work, and what do they give? They're not even really giving you anything. You're literally sentenced to come and just see if I'm still here, that no one stole me. You deserve better than that, kid. You deserve better than that. You know? And, you know what? I've been in here a long time. I've been in this cabinet a long time. And I'm always going to be in this cabinet. But you're going to grow old. You're going to die. You get to leave. Not me, though. So I want to give you something, kid. I want to give you something. I'm going to give you something I never gave anybody. All right? Just you. I'm going to give you one of my secret spells. You know, you take it like, he's just like, I don't do this. I could just keep this forever. But I think you deserve something, kid. You know? Hello. So, slowly, over like years, gets this person to trust him. And he's like, I'm gonna give you one of the forbidden spells, but it does require one of my components, and like me as a component, you know, but I'm gonna basically give you like the power to rule my family. You know, there's a reason that they can't just bury me in the ground. So he like manipulates this person into doing this ritual, taking his bones out of the hidden places they were hidden, you know, and doing this ritual that just kills the guy, steals his flesh, and he becomes a fleshy person again, and then he runs off to start a sex cult. Black Bones just like really just diagnose somebody with almost sounds like the start of a magical road trip movie. Yeah, he literally kills the guy because the thing is, at the end of the day, Black Bones is a necromancer. That is his magical specialty. He is a necromancer. And so he literally like stripped the flesh from this person to reconstruct his physical body. And then he just runs off and starts a sex cult. Because why not? The funny thing about him is that he knows he's more valuable as a pile of bones than as a flesh and blood person. So whenever he does have a physical body, he is the most reckless dude ever. He doesn't plan for shit. He's like, look, they're gonna probably come and strip me of my flesh at any point. I'm gonna have the time of my life. I'm having so much sex. Like, that's why he's such a menace. He goes, starts a cult, does so much tax evasion. He's just being a nightmare. And his family's like, great, our ancestor just literally killed a dude and is now running amok doing necromancer shit. We have to do something before the other mage families find out. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna die. He's gonna be fine. No one's gonna kill the immortal bone man. Also, like, curious about what, Jack? What are you curious about? Yeah, Black Bones is a bad guy. Like, that's why I'm just like, his family is like, please no. Steals your body, just he do. He's like, look at me. I am literally a skull. He's like, the only solace I can have is if maybe they'll let a woman sit on me. But that's obviously not enough. I miss having a dick. He's crass like that. Like that's literally what he is like. He's just like, look, kid. But like, I like the fact that he has like this hilarious amount of patience where he's like, look. He's like, how about this? You try being a pile of bones for 300 years and see how you like it. But yeah, he's like, wait, consent for what? He's not Jack, he's not an R-wordist. He does consensual. But his family really doesn't like that he's going off doing tax evasion and starting a sex cult. Imagine expecting wisdom from this old guy and he just says, sit on my face. Like, so yeah, he's a menace. He's a menace. And the thing is, when he has a body, he's very charismatic. It's not like he's going around grabbing women against their will and just doing it to them or whatever. He is acting, because again, he charmed this person into doing this ritual that kills them, and he charms other people. Okay, you're gonna have a nice hair. Okay, that's fine, that's good. I hope you come back. Have a nice day. But yeah, he's and then on top of that, he's still a necromancer. That doesn't stop just because he has a physical body. He's still a necromancer. He's perfectly fine with killing people and using their bodies as like weapons as well as manipulation. Like, he literally and the thing is, he's not just a raise your body from the dead necromancer. He's the raises your body, takes your soul that's still next to it, crams it back in, and so now you're a horrifying undead in a dying but faster body. Like, he does that shit to people. And your soul will only be in your body thanks to his power, which, if he wants to, and he uses this for manipulation, he'll be like, look, the minute I die, your body, whoop, right out of you. You'll be dead. Like, officially, instead of just half dead. Do you want that? I don't think you want that. So, you know, go steal from this casino for me. like, he's, I don't know how to tell you this, but he's a bad dude. He's a villain. He's a bad person. Yes, he's a sexy skull, but that's beside the point. He's like, oh god, the sexy skull, man. Like, it's one of those things, I'm not necessarily, I mean, he's still evil, but I'm not making him bad just for bad's sake. He's literally just super selfish. I'm now thinking of the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy in the Reaper of the Show. Now I'm thinking of Black Bones with the Jamaican accent. Oh my god, he is a pirate. He was a, before he became a necromancer wizard, he was a pirate. In fact, he discovered necromancy by raiding an island and killing the person who lived there. Oh my god, yes. It's like, well, how did you discover necromancy? So I was like, well, I killed a dude. I'm like, oh, of course you did. He was like, yeah, I just kind of killed a dude. Let's see here. And I'm just gonna clip this on here. Okay, good. And then we're gonna burp again, probably. Okay. Yes. Anyway. Witches of the East End? No. I killed him in with this thumbs that shows us. Black Bones is like the Pirates of the Caribbean was actually based on history because he was there. He's like, yeah, I met Jack Sparrow. He's a bitch. Okay, let me stop. But anyway. Um, okay. But yeah, and that's the thing, like, for me, I'm not saying, you know, again, I'm not making him unnecessarily evil, but I'm like, but if you, because the thing is, one thing about my setting is that there's a lot of immortal characters, but they're all a different flavor of immortal. You got this guy who's literally just stuck as a fucking skull for a hilariously long amount of time, and the only value he has is his knowledge that he refuses to give up, you know? And his own family is the ones that are keeping him. He's not being held prisoner by anyone else. These are the people who are the result of him banging too many people, you know? Like, he doesn't even care about money because of how easily he knows how to make it. Like, he knows how to get money hilariously easily because, again, necromancy. And like, and so something like this being your ancestor is very funny to me because they're like, you know, and the thing is, he didn't even teach everything he knows to his family because he's a dick. He's just like, he's like, ah, yes, he's like, so you want to figure out how to summon a, he's like, the former memories of a guy who's been dead for 100 years? That sure is a highly difficult thing to do. It's almost like you need to know a secret technique to be able to summon a ghost like that. I know a technique like that, but oh, what are you gonna give me? I know you're not gonna let me, you know, have any flesh, but you know, what are you gonna give me? And they're like, okay, Grams, we'll let you marathon the, I don't know. He's like, how about this? We'll let you marathon Girls Gone Wild. How's that sound? He's like, deal. He's like, look, I'll take it where I can get it. He's like, it's not about the money, it's about the... Like, he's just so terrible. He's just a terrible person. Like, he's just such a bad dude. Oh god. I look, just love how shitty he is as an individual. Like, he's just a terrible person. Oh my god. No, I think I'll use this instead. Like, he's just such a bad person, and I like, because again, he's like, he already knows that the worst that can happen to him is that people just kind of forget where his body is and just leave him in the cupboard. But he knows that eventually time will pass and he'll be able to find somebody to, like, you know, get him out of there. He's just like, I've been like this for an absurd amount of time and I will continue to be like this. Hell, I might even be just horrifyingly stuck in the magma after the world ends. I don't know. Oh god. He didn't like being boiled love though, because like when they caught him after, you know, years of him just being a philandering cult leader, they decapitated him and boiled his skin off so he couldn't do anything. They're like, okay, no, we're not dealing with you. No, stop. He's like, we're not doing this again. Oh god. Basically, don't, like, because it's like, you can make him watch, like, you know, a silly movie or whatever, but the thing is, imagine, he's basically fine with literally anything. Like, he will watch literally anything because he's, again, hundreds of years stuck in a cabinet. You know, giving him any type of entertainment is literally a reward for him because he's just so bored all the time. So after that, they did let him out sometimes, but they basically, the only one who can handle him is James, because James doesn't want anything. And also James is very highly unpredictable, so he's very hard to manipulate. Because like the first time, like, the old man tried to, like, bribe him with something, he basically put him in a metal ball and used him for bowling, which he was not a fan of. So even the Christmas tree, yeah. Like, imagine, like, if you want to know what it's like to be Old Man Blackbones, go sit in a room and do literally nothing. Just sit there and breathe for as long as possible. You know, just do that for as long as possible. Like, just lay there. No, don't even sit. Just lay there and close your eyes. Like, close your eyes and sit there and breathe You're gonna fall asleep, but then when you wake up, you still can't move. That's his reality every day. So anything is something he's perfectly fine with. So, yeah. Which one do I use? Here we go. I'm gonna use this one. But yeah, so that's why dealing with him is just such a pain in the ass. Because he's just kind of like, look, kiddo. He's like, why did you have 70? He's like, Black Bones, why do you have 75 banned website accounts linked to your email? He's like, look. He's like, hey, don't blame me. I don't got hands. And he's also like, in my favorite character trait, he's like a super gaslighter. He like gaslights the fuck out of everybody. Like he's a freaking gaslighter. He gaslights everybody. But like the only ones who could deal with him is James and the current head of the family. I think his name is Boris. Boris is the only one who does not put up with like the old man's shit because he's like, look here, you fucking pile of bones. I'm not gonna deal with their shit right now. Like he's just like, okay, fine, what do you want? Oh my god. Like he's just like he's just like the worst dude. I like it, but like that's what I like about him, because people need to understand I like trash. I just love trash characters who are just like, they're just so bad. Like I just love that old man Black Bones is just trash. He's just trash. He's just trash. Like that's it. He's just trash. Like it's just funny as shit to me. Let's see here. Do some overlay. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Hey everyone, hello, welcome in. I'm talking about lore until I get everyone to leave. Anyway. But yeah, so he's the worst. Now funny enough, because I know people he's been married officially. He has a countless amount of children, obviously, but he's only been married officially 3 times. 2 times because his family nagged him into it, but the 3rd time because he thought it would be funny. Like, jokes on you, I'm here forever. Oh no. It's like, too bad. I am won't free? What? But like he's but like he basically is what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, he's but yeah, the last time he got married because he thought it was funny to screw over his family. So that happened. Oops, there we go. What did I do? Wait. What did I put down there? Was that it? Shit. What is that? I'm sorry, I kind of forgot what I just did. Is this where I... Oh, it's up there, that's why. Fuck. I was like, what's going on? Oh boy. I'm one of those days. Oh, okay. I was like, how in the fuck does this work? Alright. And anyway. This is my practical joke gets married. Yeah, well, because like he knows that his family more than anything else wants to be able to control his balls, because some of his abilities are genetic, such as basically if you're his kid, you will see ghosts. You will see ghosts, maybe some other supernatural stuff, but definitely dead humans. Dead humans especially, you're gonna see no matter what, and that gets a little graphic sometimes. So you know, you will see ghosts if you are his kid. That's a guarantee. There's no getting around that. You may get some of his other powers, but mostly just the seeing dead people part. Like, that's like just a requirement, I guess, of being his weird baby. Yeah. And also, his family's kind of obligated to, like, to take care of you. Because, like, again, they don't have that many, even though they do have a pretty large family, they would rather, like, know what they're dealing with, and also to see if the person would be useful to them. So they also have a tendency to kind of try to figure out if the person that might be born from him would be, like, a good idea to have around, you know? And also to experiment on. That's the other reason that they like to they don't immediately try to just, you know, stamp out any kids he may have, because they want to know, okay, wait, so, like, we kind of want to test out some stuff that we can't test on with him because, you know, he's too dangerous. But if he has any kids, we would like to test out their abilities when it comes to stuff and see kind of like how far or how much they can test these abilities. So that's the other reason that they don't just immediately kill off any kids he has. Which he knows that, therefore he thinks that is funny. So yes, if you know, like, of course he doesn't ever tell anybody that his family's like this, because he is a selfish asshole and is just like, they'll be fine. He's a terrible person. Yes. Like, here he is in all his bony glory. Oh god. There we go. But yeah, but I don't know. I still like him, just because I do like me some villainous characters who are just terrible people. Like, you know, it's like, oh, but why is he like that? I'm like, I don't know. He just kind of is. He's just kind of a dick. There we go. Yeah, this is Daniel's ancestor, by the way. This is Daniel's ancestor. It's this guy. It's just the skull with glowing eye sockets. This is his ancestor. So, but yeah. Do I want to draw him, like, when he's alive, though? Do I want to draw him when he was alive? Do I feel like, you know, because this is definitely a sexy skull. This is a very sexy skull. Are all his bones black? Yes. All of his bones are black, and every descendant he has. Basically, if you are related to him, even if it's like 1/16th or 1/109th or whatever, your bones are black. Because he's cursed. But this is also where the name comes from. Is it when he learns how to levitate as, like, goes to scream a nearby baby? But yeah, y'all really want him to be, like, overpowered, don't you? I think he's already powerful enough with the fact that he's just a necromancer. But, because I personally think it's funny that you got this super powerful guy, but he literally can't do anything unless somebody helps him. You know? Like, he doesn't even open his mouth. Like, if he's speaking to you, it's just this. His eyes glow, and that's it. He can't move his bones at all. He can't move his mouth, nothing. He's just like, yep. I just want to know stuff about him. Yeah, like, he's a very interesting character. He's still interesting. He, like, the fact that he actually does know a lot of things. He's not the funny enough, other than him being very selfish, he is not a sociopath or anything, but because his main magic is to do with death, he doesn't care. Like, he's not gonna go, he doesn't want to go on a murdering spree or anything. He's not like, yes, I want to murder people. And funny enough, because sometimes I'll have these little scenarios in my head, you know, of if he met a character that does like murder, for example. And he's like, what? Why? Like, because for him, he's like, what's the point of killing somebody if you're not going to immediately use their body for service or something? If you're not going to immediately make him into a zombie or whatever. That's kind of stupid, you know? But he's not saying, oh, life is sacred. He's just like, why would you just... It's kind of like, why would you make a cake if you're not going to eat it? like he's like that. His hilarious skull. Let's see here. Because I actually haven't drawn his, like, I've only drawn the skull before. I've never actually drawn, like, the actual. Dude, I know what he looks like, but I wonder if I draw him, he'll actually match with my set, it says. Well, let's find out. I don't have to work tomorrow. He's like, I don't have to work tomorrow. Nope, wrong thing. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Ah! What am I doing? That's weird. Do I? Wait a minute. Did I? One second. I'm gonna check something. Wait. Let me see something. Like, they shouldn't have a command? Huh. Weird. So I'm actually I was just checking to see if my controls have, like, anything. Huh. That's weird. I was just, checking. Nah, whatever. We need Daniel Blackbone's doing a Andre bitch meme. Sure? Don't know what that is. I'm just saying sure because I don't know what it means. Let's see. Anyway, Andre the Giant? I guess. I actually have no idea. Like, I'll be completely honest. Like, 99% of the things that, like, Elliot says, I have no idea what he's saying. Like, at all. He'll just, like, you wanna know what it's like listening to, like, to Elliot? It's like, yeah, and then the smashorgy. And I'm like, the what? He's like, and the blah, and I'm like, and then the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's saying words I will never understand. Like, that is what it's like reading anything that, like, Elliot says. Because he just says references that I will never understand. Like, every single freaking time. I'm just like, I have to assume it's Warhammer, I guess. But I don't know what he's saying. He's like, and then you just put the wrench sandwich over there in, like, Wisconsin. And I'm like, Like, if I just smile and nod, it's not gonna stop. But I'd like, I don't know, maybe he'll run out of stuff and start saying stuff I understand. Yes, I'm talking about Elliot. It's like, I'm not gonna, he's not the only one. Sometimes you guys will just say something and I'll have no idea what it is. Because I don't know, I actually just don't know pop culture like that. Like, that's more what it is. It's not a you issue. It's a me issue. And no, I'm not gonna educate myself. Because I don't want to. But like, y'all be saying some stuff, I'm just kind of like, you know, back in my day, we at least, you know, pretended the person didn't know we were talking about before we said something. Like, you always start with a, hey, do you know who, I don't know, LeBron James is? You know? And they'll be like, no, who is LeBron James? I'll be like, he is a football player? I don't know. You know? And you're like, and that's how you do it, instead of just like, yes, like, Andre, do the Andre. And I'm like, what is that? Like, what do you mean? Can't spell skill issue without I. Exactly. I need to put somewhere that I'm old and do not understand your youngster lingo. It's like, damn it, joke failed. He's like, remember, you can't spell skill issue without I. Totally true. Okay, I'm supposed to be drawing this good. I'm gonna copy this because I am a coward. And we're gonna merge this. Let's see. And we're gonna merge. I tell people all the time, this is a me problem, not a you problem. Like, I'm not gonna be like, yes, stop making the references, because what is that really gonna do exactly? But I am going to tell you every single time I don't understand what it is and hope you just don't use the same one. Let's see. Because, like, I don't know. Even, like, I don't even know, like, lingo from my generation, actually. I don't know lingo from anything. I'm old. God. All I know is, there goes my neck. Oh, shit. Oh, no, close. What are you doing? It's like, Daniel, look at me, looks up Black Bones. Is that what the meme is? Is that what it is? Huh. I don't know, I thought it was a little bit more elaborate. Okay, let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, we're gonna get super sketchy here. We're gonna put you over there. We're gonna make a new folder. Is there anything in this folder? There's not. That's the meme, I'm not doing that. Even the character combo, I have a stretch. My posture's somewhere. I was about to drink the wrong thing. I was about to drink my freaking cologne. Okay, drink some water. Alright. Like, I have this cool idea for, like, an image in my head, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to draw it. I might just leave it as a sketch for now, just so I can kind of leave it to the imagination. And I don't know, like, I'm trying to see if I can actually draw him or not, because the other issue with him is that, dude's kind of beef. Like, he's kind of beefy, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to draw that correctly. Because he kind of beefy. But we'll see, I guess. Oh, God. More beefy than me? I don't know, because you're, like, honestly, you're kind of out of my skill sets. I don't know. Does he have beef? Or the full cow? He has the full dairy farm, if you know what I'm saying. That was awful. Oh, God. Don't let me make jokes. He's halves utters. I'm gonna just keep seeing yes. He's built like King Tiger Tank. Sure. Yes. I'm just gonna keep saying yes. I'm just gonna keep saying yes. I'm like, who's milking him? Yes. Like, like, just gonna keep saying yes, just see what happens. I don't know. I don't know anything. Let's see here. Where your arms go? Alright. That moment I keep forgetting that I don't know how to draw men. It's like, how do I draw men? Like, how do we draw men? I don't. Like, I just know that he's a hilarious, like, beefy man. So there's that. Or don't I do it like back here? Do I do it like this? Let's see. Maybe. I'm like, I haven't drawn like a slightly beefier dude in a while, so I'm like, how in the fuck do I draw dudes again? Oh, God. Why are guys so hard to draw? Dear, like, hashtag dear men. Be easier to draw, please. Please and thank you. Like, oh, God. I do know he has, like, crazy hair, though. He has, like, slightly crazy hair. You draw me, are you saying I'm not a man? Triple, you are definitely a man, but, like... But no offense, you're a little bit of a Twinkie. It's not your fault. It's your little Twinkie. Just get a Twinkie with, like, Triple's hair on it. I love it, Triple. I really do. I don't know why I just associate pirates with just having full hair, even though I'm pretty sure they're bald. Triple, no! I love you, man. Twinkie and all. Oh, God. Oh, my God. So funny. Oh god. Wait. Oh lord. You know, maybe it's a good thing I don't have the like tit system, because I get the feeling you guys would just break it automatically and then it wouldn't even be funny. I'm like, damn. Because I'm like thinking about, I'm like, I think I'd probably like, or I'd have to actually put a cooldown on it just so it doesn't break, because like, if new people come in and they want to bonk me, they won't be able to because it's all distorted. Because I've got bonked like 50 times. Let's see, do I think... Yeah, he definitely does have one of those little front thingies. Yeah. Alright. I'm like... But anyway, hilarity aside. But, oh, Macy is huge. But like, again, I just really like world building in general. It's like my favorite thing to do. He does have a shirt on. Well, excuse me. Good lord. God. I hate that. Yeah, we're gonna give you one of the shitty power shirts. There we go. Yes, he looks weird. It's fine. It's fine. The anatomy looks bad, but it's fine. Oh god. Okay, so now that I kind of have a general map of what he looks like, I gotta figure everything out here. So let's move this up a little bit. Okay. Shrink that. Up a little bit taller. Has a good hairstyle? Yeah. Like, he does have pretty, like, wild hair, because he's used to the open seas. He does, like, when he does have a physical body, and he's not just, you know, being a menace, he does like sailing. He did like sailing, like, quite a bit. It was, like, one of his favorite things to do, was to go sailing, because he likes adventure, and he doesn't like being a homebody. Like, that's why him being stuck as a skull sucks so freaking much, because he's just stuck at home, not being able to do anything, you know? Alright. Yeah, this is his original form. I'm gonna have to finagle some of this here, because again, I do not have any references, and I'm just kind of trying to figure that out. You know, he has like bigger cleavage than that. There you go. It's like more cleavage. Yes, it gets more cleavage. I'm a terrible person. It's like, give him more cleavage. Oh god. It's like it's a locket with his dead love. One of them anyway. He's like, yeah, it's Lorraine. Tanya. Fuck, what was her name? Shit. I can imagine him just making up a story about his lost love at sea, and he doesn't even know what her name is. Like, he doesn't even know what her name is. He's like, ah, fuck. He's like, look, I didn't look at her face, alright? He's so chauvinistic, I can't. Like, characters like this are great when they're fake, because they can get comeuppance. I hate when they're real people, but when they're fake characters, they're great. Just because you could do stuff. You could, like, a guy like this would be insufferable if I ever had to meet him. He's only funny when he's fictional. Let's see here. Okay, so now I have to fix some anatomy issues here. Was once tried in court, but his defense was, Your Honor, I'm too big for this. He succeeded. Oh my god. Like, just physically? He is a big dude. He's a big man. Which is the other reason his family doesn't like dealing with him, because even without magic, he's just beef. And they're like, okay, look, we're a bunch of squishy wizards. Can we not deal with a pro wrestler dude, please? Like, he's built like a fucking wrestler. And they're like, oh god. They're like, why is he like this? Oh, jeez. Like, there's like, oh god. They're like, oh my god, he got out again. He's like, what do you mean he got out again? Ah. Like, not again. He's so... Yeah, he's thick. He's like just a very thick dude. He's thickums. So big. Oh god. Like, oh, but like a German King Tiger heavy tank. Oh, that's who that is. Cause I'm like, what are you talking about, my dude? What do you mean? I gotta actually shrink this. Shrink it. There we go. Yeah, and the thing is, he's perfectly capable of being nice, hence why he charms so many people. He's just a terrible person. Hey Raven, I'm making an evil necromancer who's also a sexy pirate. How are you? Let's see here. He has a thick ass neck. Yes, he's buff. I mean he's evil just because of the whole like, you know, McMurder thing, but like he's fun. What's with the dots, Raven? What do you mean? You're good? Okay. So he got his necklace of one of his many lost loves. He's that type of guy who keeps a bunch of photos of random women so he could just slot one in there when he gets tired. No, he is a dead skull. This is actually what he is. He's actually like. Oh, wait, no, wrong one. This is him most of like. Currently, this is him. He's just a skull. Because the rest of his bones are in storage. But he's just a sentient skull trying to slowly manipulate people to let him out of the covenant. Yeah. Just imagine this in like a freaking, I don't know, China hutch or something. This is what we're dealing with. He's not dead because he technically can't die. But this is basically how he is right now. This is him when he ever manipulates somebody into getting him a physical body. This is the old man Blackbones. His name is Diedrich, by the way. His first name is Diedrich, but most people do not know what his first name is, and he never tells people his first name. But usually most people just call him Grandpa, Gramps, or Old Man Blackbones. He's not allowed out in public because of the whole cult thing. He's a bad man. Like he's bad man. I was talking about his exploits earlier as to why just letting him out is a bad idea. Diedrich. Mm-hmm. Because he talks with like he basically talks with telepathy, but that's all he can do is talk to you. He can't influence you or anything. He just uses regular charm. He's like, I'm a pretty, and he's just this evil Blasco. Hello. Welcome in. How are you today? Yeah. Now we're just gonna give him like the normal amount of cleavage. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's like dyed Rick. Could be better. How about you? I'm doing okay. So as Bones, not a lot of problems, but as a flesh and blood, he's all kinds of trouble. Yes. Like that's why he knows he's more valuable without flesh than he is. He's more valuable as just a skull than with a body, because if he has a body, he chooses violence every time. Who wants me to die? No, not you, Diedrich. Anyway. But my Diedrich, oh my god. But yeah, he's oh, shit. Get back here. Okay. But yes, he's a gigantic beef man. Because again, he was a former pirate, so you know. And then he discovered the joys of alchemy and more murder. He's like, you know what sounds like a great idea? More murder. Oh god. They'd thick. Oh god. Am I gigantic? No, honey, no. This is another person altogether. This is somebody else. Let's see here. Alright, and he's just a big old thick dude. Alright. Okay. And when I realize I don't know how to draw anything. There we go. Okay. this guy is just a menace and should honestly not really be allowed outside of the cabinet. But he finds a way to get out of there. He finds a way, you know, because of course he does. You don't just stick a necromancer in a closet and hope he just doesn't pay attention anymore. Like, it's just so bad. Wait, actually, here. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. Yes. Anyway, plot twist: he learned alchemy so he could make potions to make him bigger. Oh god. Funny enough, before he got himself cursed, he did learn alchemy to basically revert his body to a younger state. But that was kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying to do every couple of 100 years. So that's why he wanted to become just straight up like, I don't have to do any maintenance immortal. And he just ended up a skull. So, you know, LOL. Oh god. All right. Created protein shakes. Ah, yes, his real claim to fame. He's like, he actually just created the protein shake. Oh god. Life finds a way, they say, as they say in the Jurassic Park movies. Yep, pretty much. Like, life finds a way. I'm like, yeah, I do. And then you become a sentient skull. Let's see here. That. No, do I? What I think I want it there. Yeah, I want to do this instead. Yeah, I probably won't color this, but I at least want to kind of, because again, I'm still working on his character design overall. So this might change depending. Let's see. There we go. Maybe a little longer. But yeah, this actually might change. But this is just kind of more of a concept for now. Hamburger, oh no. Hey there, how you doing? Let's see. Versions. Oh lord. There we go. Okay, and then we got. Let's see here. Let's see here. There we go. The rest of it is that. Because he got like a lot of like a lot of wave here. There we go. Yes! Himboger. Sadly, he is not a himbo. He's kind of too mean-spirited to be a himbo, sadly. Because in order to be a himbo, you at least have to be like, yeah, like, you can't, I don't think, evil himbos are just jocks, I think. My logo is soon to be done, and then I will look into having a model and the illustration debut with my lucky devil model. Good for you, good for you. Good God, he's a thick dude. Jesus Christ. He's a thick man. The thick man. Like, god damn. Look at this fucking girth here. Gee. Oh boy. Like, oh god, son, this skull turns into that. He's just like, look, he's like, look, I'm a big man. Got a lot of meat on me. Oh god. He's like, how is that possible? I mean, I don't know. See, the model is to be mega expensive. Yeah, probably. Pirate King, that's funny. There we go. Alrighty. Let me at least figure out how fingers work. Okay. Maybe a little bit thicker. Yes. And okay, cool. It's a big man. Excuse me. God, jeez. Like I said, this is gonna be staying a sketch because I don't like quite want to color him yet. Because I want to do some color tests, but I definitely want to at least get the sketch done. Alrighty. Yes, he's just every single time he's like no one lets him loose. He finds a way to get out on his own, and he's just such a fucking menace. Like he's so bad. Like he's so bad. Oh my god, but I like him though. Let's see here. That. He's also got the manly brows of death. There we go. He's got manly brows. Look at that shit. He's like, here's some manly brows he's got going on here. He's like that's fucking huge. It's like the manliest brows I've ever fucking seen. Sheesh. He's like, I have the brows of a man. A man who has seen things. Oh god. He's very much, hey, you want to be the mother? He's like, you want to be the mother of my next kid? He's like, look, my favorite thing he likes to do is he's like, oh god, I got blushed again. Fuck. But like, he's literally the type of guy who'd be like, hey, sexy lady, I will give you $1,000 to sleep with me. Just here. How about it? No, I don't have any weird kinks or anything. Well, technically, but anyway, the point is, do you want this $3,000? Or I could just buy you a drink, I guess. He's terrible. He's like, magical usher? Magical usher, oh my god. That sounds awful. It's like, hi there, magical usher. Oh lord. He's like, and here we have magical usher. Oh god. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Yes. We have to move his eyes up, actually. Just there we go. There we go. The worst thing is, it doesn't like, cause I'm trying my best not to make him just unnecessarily evil, just because I don't like that. Because again, he's still in a slice of life setting. This is still a slice of life setting. He's just a terrible person, you know. But I know that even if I did make him actually straight up evil, people would be like, I could change him. And I would be that person. I would legitly read any fix-it fanfics about this dude. I am not like, you can't fix him. Like, please tell me, how do you fix this guy? Let me know. And I hope it's spicy. Write fanfics about this guy, please. I'm a terrible person. He's like, yes, here, behold, old man Blackbones, who's just magical as shit. Oh god. Oh god, that was just like a magical usher. Oh god. Oh, look at that smile. Does this look like a guy who would, like, you know, murder you and steal your skin? Like, stop, I'm going to hell. That smells terrible. No. Let's see here. There we go. Anyway. The blush face with I know for a fact Blackbones would be a 3D VTuber with his real body as a model. It would be the thickest model ever. Oh god. Oh lord, if he was magical usher, he would make you scream. Oh my god, let me stop. Now I'm just imagining him doing goddamn usher covers. Stop. It's like, yes, he actually looked like that. He's like, hey, he's like, you wanna be my next baby mama? Oh god. Oh no, he usually doesn't have earrings when he comes back. Well, let it burn. Can he sing? Yes, he can. He actually can sing, yes. He's a pirate. Of course he can sing. Like, pirates sing. How dare you? Alright. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks so, like, yeah, he still kind of looks like a douche, but like, oh god, oh lord. Like, when breaks free once again, finds a nearby orphan with his bloodline in them, gives them the best father they wished they had. He may be a massive asshat, but there is sometimes in his existence he would be genuine and nice. My attempt at stopping all of those, I can fix him. I like how your idea is just to make him a dad again. Day 12 on Twitch. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I'm drawing one of my OCs. His name is Diedrich Blackbones. He is known as Old Man Blackbones. Normally, all of life. Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos freshness. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life. Thanks, bud. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I could see him sing sea shanties. He loves sea shanties. Shanty cover blushers. God damn it. Himbo man, I see. Sadly, he's not a himbo. He's an evil pirate necromancer. But if you want to write a fanfic where he is a himbo, feel free. Also, hi Spy. How you doing? I feel like him singing, how he charms people. I like how you guys are just making lore for this evil man. Yes, make the cow farm the entire farmer. I'm going home. I see you like to world build. I do. I love world building. I actually just talked about vampires for an hour. Techno Satan strikes again. He do. You're about to sleep, so you're gonna look. Okay, thank you so much for popping by. Thank you for the Mentos, and I hope you have a great rest. Oh god. Let me finish drawing this goddamn evil pirate man. Oh god. Not himbo. He's gonna. Oh yeah, he is gonna gaslight gatekeep girl boss. That's more what he is. It's just he's like he'll let you think he's a himbo though if he thinks he's gonna get him what he wants. He's just like, oh, he's like, yeah, I'm definitely stupid, super stupid. I don't even know what stupid means. How do you spell stupid? S-T-I-O-Q. Yeah, yeah, I'm a dumb man. And then he manipulates you into joining his weird cult. Like, that's how he gets you. Let's see. Yeah. How's this hand? Okay. His hand works like that. Okay. Yes. Goddamn. Anyway. Even when he sings the Mentos song, he charms people. You guys turning him into a siren now? Is that what's happening? They're like, ah, oh, yes, his beautiful dulcet tones is how he got that cult. He's like, yep, He's like, what do you mean I'm evil? I'm not evil. Working my world where there's a planet that's entirely ocean if it's okay to lore dump some crossover scenario questions. That's fine. I do like world building in general. The only thing I don't like is when people try to like weirdly waffle stomp my world for no reason. But if you do your own world building, that's perfectly fine. Rules and that's where you charm people on it. Yeah, our Discord, we do share lore there. Nobody reads it, but you can definitely share lore there as well. That's why he's definitely gaslights people. He's a prime gaslighter. Please don't let him into your marriage. He will seduce your husband and your wife. He's just like, leave it to me and I'll seduce your entire family. Oh god, he'll even seduce the dog. Let's stop. I heard good singing often spread legs. I can't. Quick question: How long do vampires live for in your lore? They live for as long as they are able to access human. If they are able to drink human blood, they can live theoretically indefinitely, but no one really knows. He seduced your cat. Fuck. I'm gonna not say what I was thinking. Good thing I have neither good. But yeah, they basically the oldest of the vampires right now. He's a royal vampire, and think I think he's somewhere around like 4,000 years old, because the one before him got killed. So, but he's not that old, but that's as old as he has gotten to, that he knows of. He doesn't know about any older vampires. Let's see here. Just give him the most hilarious amount of booba here. Good, that means my sudden idea of a vampire cowboy can work for this setting. It can, yeah. There we go. And look at he's just so thick. God damn. Like, jeez. Like, he's not just beef, he's the entire fucking ranch. God damn. Oh boy. Mer people. Hey, beautiful. Anyway. Mer people live on the planet, but aren't called that. The main three ones are these. Oh god. The Sagator, Makator, and Salnotor. Makator would be more bold and likely to try to bait into a chase and attempt to kill if necessary. Sagator are pacifists, freeze regions to things they don't understand, or freeze reactions to things they don't understand. And Salnotor go meow. That's cute. Yeah, he's thickums. He's thickums. Like, I love worlds like that where, like, you kind of take a concept and you just kind of explore it a little bit. So having an entire water world sounds super cool, actually. Like, that sounds, like, legit. There we go. I think it's, like, a little... There we go. But yeah, old man Blackbones is thickums. Look at him. He's literally the entire fucking farm. Jeez. Like, my dude. Like, you're so big. You're so fucking... God damn, sir. Like, sir, I'm gonna need to see you in my office. He's just like, I'm like, no. Oh, God. Keep him away from me. Like, porridge, ew. He's like, behold. He's so fucking broad. God damn. Like, jeez. Like, good lord, sir. I'm gonna need you to, like, you know, we're gonna have a discussion or something, because god damn. Oh god. I love him though. He's just so freaking, he's so fucking. Oh god, I even gotta give him the gigantic fingies of death. He's like, behold, gigantic fingies. Oh jeez. Like, even the fingies are huge. Look at these things. You're fucking huge. I mean, ma'am, who wouldn't want to be in your office? Let's see, Old Man Blackbones in his prime. Yeah, pretty much. Makator are based off of sailfish. And the three things all the races share is planet's first layer is that they have both gills and lungs and have special eyelids to see out of the water. Nice. Or out and in the water. Cool. Nice. Love it. So who's more thick, Hemi or Blackbones? Blackbones. This guy is thicker than Hemi is. He's not as tall as Hemi, because he was still a human at some point. But he's definitely thicker than Hemi is. Like, goddamn, look at this dude. He's a big man. Big ass man. God, Jesus. He's so big. He's a big old dude. Let's see. He's so big, each muscle has his own zip code. Oh my god. Makator are by far the fastest and lightest of the three. Even on land, they are a menace. So do they also not only swim fast, but do they also run fast? So you can't believe Semi got shocked by his thickness while trying. Look! when I planned to draw him, I did not think I'd draw him this thick, okay? I didn't think I'd draw him this thick. I was not expecting this. Wish I could show a picture of the Makatar. Do you like draw or anything, or do you kind of have to like find references? Also, I never said your name. Hello there, Janover 120. Hello. Is built like a whatever that is. Indeed, M strength and stamina crazy. Ooh. I get the feeling there will be a fanfics of Black Bones. Honestly, like, sometimes I'm like, I don't want people making certain, like, fanfics, but, like, I kind of want to know what people would actually want out of this guy, because I don't know why he's so popular. Well, okay, no, I'm lying. I know exactly why. But, like, I think it's just kind of funny he's as popular as he is, even though he doesn't do anything good. But then again, he's not actually evil or anything. He's just a dick. Like, so, you know, he's just a terrible person. That's kind of all he's got going for him, you know? So, like, I don't know. There we go. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I gotta fix a couple of things here. Good. We have... There we go. Yes! Thicker than Hemi would be the slogan of his body type, like, wide with pride. I'm going home. You drew one picture. Speaking of black bones, all aquatic creatures and races have black bones except for teeth, thanks to wear and tear. Ooh, that's interesting. He's the onceler. Oh god. Then he's one thick-ass onceler. Jesus. He's like, they like bad men. Can't really blame them. People love the fanfic menaces. They do. I'm head out. Sleepy? Okay, bye. You have a good sleep, okay? He's probably be the one with all kinds of crazy tales, like Big D from Hunter. The parenting. Oh god. It's terrible. I see long hair Inman am smitten. Oh boy. Like that's like he just got here. It's like he just got here. Oh shit. And like he's just a skull most of the time. He's just a it's like he's just a skull. It's just like I remember everybody. Every single time he gets a body, he turns from this to this. Hello, sailor. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. I think that's what it was called. Yep, there we go. It's just like hello. Oh lord, just a big old beef man. Oh lord, and obviously, like, even though his bones are black, they'd be big bones. He's a big man. He's a big man. His bones are fucking heavy. Like, goddamn. He's just like, yep. So he's like, so he likes to... Triple, I'm gonna need to ghost in the corner. Not only pulling the women, but also the men in the non-binary. Look, he's so old and has been a skeleton for so long. His sexuality is, he literally separates people into, he doesn't go by men and women, he goes by, can you get pregnant or no? Either way, you're getting this D. With consent, of course. Like, that's why I'm like, oh no, keep him away from everyone. Imagine if Black Bones was a siren. That would be too much power. Yeah, we're not gonna make him more powerful than he already is. He's already a fucking necromancer. Like, he's like, you know what they say, they can't spell necromancer without romance. Ugh. Oh, why did I do that? Oh god. Oh no, I'm getting rizzed by my own drawing. We gotta get out of here. Oh god, we can't be having that. You did it to myself. I know I did. Ugh. I risked myself. Ugh. Gross. Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh god, that was funny as shit. Like, ugh, gross, I risked myself. Ugh. Oh my god. Don't worry, we're almost over because, like I said, I kind of want to keep it as a sketch for now. Let's see. Yeah. Or, yes, it did. Mostly. Oh. Alright. Go. And let me take this spot out of here. There we go. So yeah, you get the two parts of this man, the bone and the not bone. All right, and let's see here. Okay, let's see. When has flesh booty? Anyway, so when has flesh booty, he turns into that. When he turns into fresh booty. There you go. Hello there, Daniels. Hello, welcome in. My name is Semi Enigma. I'm an Elder Dragon Mom Boss. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh no, that joke. Go to the corners. I'm already in the corner, so there. I'm already in the corner. Stop making him into. Stop saying he's a siren. I don't want to say he's a siren. Congratulations, you're rich. A Makator would likely try to chase him or bait him into one. Maybe some water combat. Makator aren't villainous. They are just carnivorous who like to have fun. So tell me, if one of your evil like not evil, but if one of your mer people got super Captain Thickums over here, like, what do you think he would taste like? Because, like, his bones are indestructible because of magical bullshit, but, like, he's a thick man. Would they just eat him raw, or would they drown him first? I heard you say rest the flesh booty instead of flesh body. Because it would taste like ash and pork, oddly enough. Damn. It's like ash and pork. Oh my god, he's a pig. I mean, he is, but you know. Like you say, one evil guy has a thing with, like, he's a siren, like he's a pirate. He gave up his pirate ways to be an evil sorcerer and a necromancer because he thought it was funny. But anyway, beautiful Captain Thickums aside, we're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. Oh my god, this guy's gonna haunt me. Oh lord, but I am, like I said, they are massive, so 7 foot. Okay, he's not that big. Unlike me, because I'm like 8'6", but he's like, I think he's like potentially almost maybe like 7 feet at the tallest, not including his floofy hair. So he's a big but he's big, but he's only big for a human. So he's almost at 7 feet, but that's only because of when he was born or whatever. Yeah, he a fluffy man. Because he has that beautiful pirate hair. Stop. But yeah, he also just likes to be clean shaven because he finds it makes things easier for him. Summary today, artist gets rizzed by own art, damn. Let me find someone to read. Oh my god, I'm getting out of here. Let's see. Who is existing today? Who we got? Double checking something. Okay. How? Oh, nope. Stop. Oh god. My leg is trying to cramp. Help. Oh god. Is they picking up by the scruff like that dog? Oh my god. Oh my god. He just, like, honestly, like, if this were, like, Black would be like, well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's like, yeah, he can't die, but he doesn't like the feeling of getting his flesh, like, eaten off of him, because, you know, boiled alive was bad enough, you know? It's like, it's possible to be, I'm getting out of here. Let's go with, let's see. Let's see, I'm too much of a coward for that. Let's bother Shiro today. We're gonna bother Shiro today. Because she's like, you know, she's been low down lately. So we're gonna be raiding Shiro today. Oh, thank you very much for joining the organization. You can pick up your badge at the front desk. If I forget the keyboard, that's fine, that's fine. We just like to share some soap. Creating your own problems. Leave me alone! If you do want to dump the rest of your lore, you can do it in the Discord. Let me get this here. I do pop in there from time to time. I'm not in there all the time, just keeping it 100. But I do like to pop in there from time to time. Alright. So let's go ahead and get everything started. But thank you so much for listening to me yap about vampires and wizards and this goddamn thick dude today. Oh my god, I legitimately did not realize he was gonna be this thick, damn. To be fair, I'm gonna be writing fanfics about this guy myself. Like, no one can stop me. You guys can't prove shit unless I show anything, and I'm not gonna show anything. I'm gonna write hilarious fanfics about this guy. It's gonna be great. He's gonna get so much fanfic. He knew it. I created him. I can sexualize him as much as I want. Leave me alone. He's my OC. Like, oh no, I made him hot. Oh Lord, can I manage? Maybe will I get crushed? Maybe I did try. Yes, oh god. Anyway, thank you so much everybody for joining me today. It was super fun. Again, I'm feeling super inspired. I'm having so much fun with my lore. There's a bunch of other characters that I'm probably going to be talking about over the next couple of streams. Some may change, some may not. But yeah, congratulations. We now have the absurdly thick body of Captain Diedrich Blackbones. Head of the Blackbone Mage family and a complete and utter menace. Wanted by the IRS. Anyway, love you very much. If you are watching this from the VOD gang and YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, this is time for the lore saga. This is about to get boring as shit. Love you all. I'm gonna go ahead and shove you out the window. Love you very much. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Off you go. I'm gonna go write some fanfics. See you later. I'm in the entire fanfic folder. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Bye. Love you all. Bye. Bye. God.